Hello. Okay, today this video is for my newbies, new players and returning players to the game. We now have Ascension Protection and Ascending Cities and Throne Rooms and Champs and all that happy garbage. If you're just getting started back in the game or just getting started, you need to build up your cities to Ascension. They go from levels 1 through 6. It takes about 18 days to get through all 6 levels. You want to start your first city off as a Fae, and you want to make sure that you have your blessings set up. Sorry about that. I thought I turned that off. Guess not. Okay, you want to make sure you have your settings set up. And as far as your Knight's Hall, let's see, where's my Knight's Hall? Right here. Okay, if you are going in, you don't run bots, your Knight's Hall, you will need to award your Knight skill points. So you would go to My Knights, and you need to assign 4 top knights. Your Foreman, your Alchemist, your Steward, and your Marshal. Okay? Each of, depending on which of your knights you have assigned what, if you visit the website, it'll tell you which ones get which points. And we'll do the Marshal. He gets combat points, which is COM. So to give him COM, you would click there. No, assign skill points. Sorry. It's been a while. Okay. So you can either, when you click on each name to assign skill points, once you reach 300, that's as far as you can go as far as skill points. So then you just start clicking to put them on something else. For this particular knight is my he is my Marshal, so I'm giving him skill points. Okay? You have your Foreman and your Alchemist also. And your Steward. You need your 4 top knights in all of your cities but your last few. Okay? Your last few cities, City 7 and City 8, you do not want any knights or marshals in. You don't need them. With today's throne room, you really don't need them. Okay? You're just building them for storehouses. They will house your troops and all your extra resources. You only need 3 mil in order resources of each type to get you going. Then you can auto build if you use bots. If you don't use bots, then you have to do it by hand. One thing you may not know is in order to build everything you need, you only need a farm to level 5 and a mine to level 5. That will allow you to build everything else up all the way to level 9 if you have to, but it's not recommended because if you do, you take a chance of blowing your AP. Okay, AP is short for Ascension Protection. I'm not going to keep saying that. Learn it, please. Okay, next thing, you need to build one of everything. Knight's Hall, Embassy, Alchemy Lab, Rally Point, Workshop. That's what makes it so you can build your wall up so that you can build your castle up. I build a level 3, and that'll let you build as far as a level 5 castle if you build your wall to level 3. Okay? Then you have blacksmith and stable and relief station and storehouse, apothecary, spare, your tavern, your market, 1 barracks and 1 cottage. They need to be level 2 because you can't build your tavern without a level 2 cottage. You can't build your tower without a level 2 barracks. Okay? Then I fill all the rest of this in over here. I fill all this in with cottages. Cottages build the fastest. They give you the same points that everything else does as far as your gem point value for you to be able to ascend. Then you just auto build. Your throne room, you need one of these little bad boys here, a Mordred. He has construction speed on him. If you apply a jewel to him, apply a bright jewel construction speed. Okay? When I get ready to ascend, I change out my advisor to this guy here. He is a 2-tier. If you notice, it says increase city value, resource production, increase city value. Now, on some of my domains, I have a 3-tier. This one just happens to be a 2-tier. There's also 1-tier that can be in the first slot, the third slot, or the last slot. I do just fine with this one. I'm able to send within 15 minutes if I so choose to with the construction speed advisor. Then I just change over once I see my little green bar. Once it gets to level 5, I can ascend. Okay? I usually get it right midway to ascend, but then I'm able to ascend. But remember, you have to have your workshop to level 3 to build level 5 castle. You must build in your fields farm and ore, or mine for ore, in order to be able to build old cities, blacksmith, and stable. And then those two, once you build those two, it allows you to build your relief station. I put all my single item buildings on one side and then just build cottages like crazy on the other. Another thing in your field, if you need points, you can build all ore or all food and they'll build quickly. Stone and wood we really don't have to worry about. There's gods of that stuff around, so don't spend too much time on it. Also, don't ascend more than one city at a time unless you're working glitches, because you'll end up having to have 4 cities in AP all the time, and that don't work. It keeps your might down too long, and you do need to have your might up. Okay, so that's the way it's going to be for today. Any questions, you can hit me up in game. Oh, one last thing I want to teach you about is the leaderboard. The leaderboard, you can come over here to the leaderboard, and you can look up any person, place, or thing depending on where they are. You can look them up under might. You can look them up under glory. If they're under a mist, you cannot find them. It used to be KOCmon, you could at least find their starting cities. You can't do that no more. You have to use Mapper. Mapper's not a bot, so you guys can use it. There'll be a link and a video on how to do that. You can go to Lifetime Glory. Lord Skimpy is 5th. You can click on his alliance, and it will show all the officers' chords for all their cities. And then you just click on them, and it opens up your map, and there you go. You have your map there, and there's Lord Skimpy right there. Okay, that's just another way you can do it using your leaderboard. Okay, so you can use the leaderboard, you can use the map, but you need to do that. I showed you how to do your Knights Hall, where you go into your Knights Hall and you apply your skill points. You need to get your Knight levels up to level 300, okay? On their combat skill points, okay? You could also click increase experience if you're fighting out of your face city, and you can apply these things to them and help boost your points there. You can also, let's see, what else? Yeah, you could click that and apply these. They'll help with fighting. And they also, if you notice that your knights are minus in skill points, you can also do that. Don't click on dismiss. You don't want to do that. You can click on reward. This is where you can assign some of those crests that are in your inventory that you don't need. You can pay them by crest or by gold. And you could click crest. Then you can pick which crest you want to give them. You can give these out, and it will give you points and help boost your knight skill points up. So you can, get rid of some of that garbage that's in your inventory and help free yourself up a little bit, because Kabam and Rocky don't do that. So anything you can do to get your knight skills, especially on your combat, all done up, will be a huge help as far as getting things done. If you have a bot, you can go to your knight skills, and it tells you or shows you in green which one gets what. It'll be political, you would just click that, or you can just click assign to combat, or by default. Once you get up over 300, you need to click like here. Each one of your resources, you can take them up. Okay, just keep clicking them until they no longer apply anymore. Same here with this one. You just keep applying them until they click in. Knights. Okay, I've got 300 knight skills on intelligence and combat. Okay, so I'm going to start putting it on resource next. And I'm going to have 300 all the way across the board in all 4 areas. Okay, but you can, assigning the knight skill points for, your knights over 300 you can't do. So apply it to another source, intelligence resource, or political, whatever. Anyhow, those are the 4 things you get. Check the website I sent you. It breaks down each of this stuff for you. It's under your Knights tab. Spend a couple minutes looking at it, because it will help you out a lot when you fight if you apply stuff like, let's go to inventory a minute. Okay, Rose of Charisma, you can apply that in fights. You can apply Gauntlet of Courage. That gives you a bonus of 25%. When rewarded, it lasts for 7 days. So you want to apply that to your fighting city. You also have Mirror of Knowledge, and that gives your knight's intelligence 25% when rewarded for 5 days. So there are several things that you can do that will help build you up. Your knight skill points is very important because they are your fighters. Your idle knights are your fighters. You have your raids going at all times. I have mine running forever, and I have transports running because I have a bot, and I use it and I promote it. I have transports running every minute, and I also have my raids staggered. So if some bully decides they're going to try and beat up me, it ain't going to happen, because guess what? This is why. My transports run, I'm under $1 billion resources total except for gold. You can auto transport gold out too, and if they decide they want to be jerk-offs, that's exactly what I do. I just add gold to their transports and they get nothing. I do that in domains 452, where they like to just sit and try and crest and force you out. I get them banned for harassment and bullying, which is against the TOS. So go smart and don't be a bully. Okay? That's about it for today. Any questions, hit me up in game, message me on Facebook. You know how to find me. Thanks. Bye.